History is full of stories, some we know, and some that were deliberately hidden. But what if I told you there are historical events so shocking, so powerful, that governments, leaders, and even entire societies tried to erase them from existence? Today, we're diving into the darkest corners of human history, uncovering secrets that were buried, hidden, or rewritten to keep us in the dark. One of the most fascinating cases is the story of the Great Library of Alexandria. This library was not just a collection of books, it was the pinnacle of human knowledge. Scholars from around the world brought their most valuable works there. Yet the entire library vanished under mysterious circumstances. Some say it was destroyed in fires. Others believe it was intentionally dismantled to suppress knowledge that threatened the powerful. Whatever the truth, the loss of the library erased centuries of scientific, philosophical, and cultural history. Another shocking event that history tried to hide is the massive eruption of the Thera volcano around 1600 BCE. This eruption was so catastrophic that it reshaped entire civilizations in the Mediterranean. Some believe it even inspired the legend of Atlantis. Ancient records were either lost or deliberately ignored by later historians, erasing evidence of the true scale of the disaster. The impact on civilizations like the Minoans was devastating, yet very few know the full story. History also hides the story of the black hole of history, the Armenian genocide. For decades, this event was denied, downplayed, or omitted in historical accounts. Millions of people lost their lives, and their stories were buried by those in power. Even today, some governments refuse to acknowledge it fully. This is a clear example of how political agendas can erase events from collective memory. Then there are these secret wars and massacres that textbooks barely mention. The conquest of the Americas is often taught as discovery and exploration, but the brutal truth of indigenous genocide and cultural destruction is rarely emphasized. Millions of lives were lost, cities destroyed, and entire cultures wiped out. Yet many generations grew up without learning the real story. Another hidden piece of history is the Tuskegee syphilis experiment in the United States. For 40 years, African-American men were deliberately left untreated for syphilis to study the disease. This dark chapter was hidden from the public for decades, and it shows how even modern governments can manipulate history and human lives to maintain power and control. The story of the Soviet Union's secret famine, the Holodomor, is another chilling example. Millions of Ukrainians died from starvation in the 1930s. Yet the world remained largely unaware due to Soviet censorship. Photographs were destroyed, documents falsified, and survivors silenced. Only decades later did the full scale of this tragedy emerge. Even more hidden are ancient catastrophes erased from memory. From massive floods, unknown plagues, to lost empires that vanished without leaving clear records, history is filled with events that were systematically erased. Why? Often to protect the image of ruling powers, to prevent panic, or simply because the events were inconvenient for the story that those in power wanted people to believe. The lesson is clear. History is not always what it seems. Every event we study has layers of truth, distortion, and omission. Many historical events have been deliberately buried, forgotten, or rewritten. These hidden stories show us the power of knowledge, the danger of manipulation, and the importance of questioning what we are taught. So the next time you read about a known historical event, ask yourself, what did they leave out? Which stories were buried, and who decided what we should or shouldn't know? The truth is often darker, stranger, and more shocking than anything that made it into the textbooks. History has secrets, and the events they try to erase from existence are just the beginning of a journey into the unknown.